Hey guys, this is DestructoKitty here, and we are playing more Thronebreaker, The Richer Tales.
You hanged good folk today, ma'am. And for what? Because they came to the end of their tether?
Because you murdered people, you arsehat. I don't care if they're not humans. You're a bunch of bloody murderers. Wait, why am I complaining they're murderers? I just killed a bunch of people. I play a lot of halflings, and I don't want anyone killing anyone else that I want them to have.
Well. Seems humans are near the same after all. Well, nothing left in Wetterton for me now. Close me shop and share the road with you.
Yes, I got dwarfs. Yay, dwarfs. Chickens. I mean some cows. Make sure no one sees you. People are talking. Love bee. Battle a cow! Take this cow! Oh, it's a deranged cow. Let's go, cow. It's on, cowman.
Her Majesty knows what she's doing.
Do I? I wouldn't trust it.
Arbalist to your command.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
Defeat? I'll skip battle. Boost an ally. Oh gosh. Okay. This card adds a decoy. Okay. Well, I have to say that the... Oh, look, a party. I want to go. Let's go crash a party.
Maeve's ear suddenly caught brisk music and voices raised in song. She had no doubt. A wedding ceremony had just begun in a hamlet just off the high road. When the bride's father spotted the royal retinue, he rushed up to beg the queen to bless the newlyweds. Maeve obliged cordially. Encouraged, the father boldly invited Maeve and her court to join in the festivities.
You do us a right honour, my lady. And your men would bolster their strength afore to march ahead. We beg ye, eat, drink, and rejoice with us.
Join the
I haven't slippers to dance in, but I trust I'll manage somehow. Lead on, good man.
The nuptials took place in the shade of a vast oak tree. Then the newlyweds and their guests walked in procession to a barn adorned with flowers. An uproarious celebration ensued. As she watched her soldiers dance shoulder to shoulder with peasants, Maeve felt a surge of pride at being their queen. The heart of Lyria. It beat most powerfully here, not in the gilded halls of palaces. Suddenly a cry went up as strange armed men rushed into the yard.
There's the lass! Grab her!
Before anyone could stop them, the bandits took the bride and fled into the woods. The drums and fiddles, suddenly silenced, were now replaced by weeping, moaning, angry calls for pursuit. Deep grief upon his face, the host turned to Maeve with a plea.
Milady, we beg of you, help us!
We'll not leave you wanting, good man.
Shouted the queen, slipping her feet into her stirrups.
Follow me! Yeah!
The earth trembled beneath the weight of horse and hoof. Tankards laid out for a midnight toast to the bride and groom clinked prematurely in the quake, and the Lyrians charged forth into the dark wood.
Oh, where to? Into dark woods.
Oh, to be young again. Heart bursting with love. Good fellow.
By that column of smoke. Gods damn it! Make haste!
Make haste.
As the Clayton estate appeared from behind a tree line, the Queen and all in her retinue knew at once they had arrived too late. A veritable swarm of bandits milled about the yard.
Who have we here? I'll take a gander, lads. The Queen herself has deigned to come and see us.
See you,
Gascon.
then kill you.
The strays of Sparla. 'Tis you who lead them. 'Tis you they call the Duke of Dogs.
Aye, 'tis I they dub so. And in other pleasant ways. Prince of Pariahs, Thane of Thieves, Baron of Brigands, and Marquess of Mendacity.
Marquess of Mass.
Colourful titles all, yet you omit one. Common cutthroat!
I beg your pardon and cry foul. I am anything but common.
You needn't get excited, Caldwell. Where is Lord Clayton?
Sadly, my lord's no longer with us. Turned us away, you see. Denied us hospitality. A sacred right, after all. Angered the gods mightily, I expect, as he promptly met a tragic end. Fell in the well and broke his neck.
I've heard enough. To arms! Attack!
Powerful units. I've got a powerful unit right here, bitch! Oh. I get to choose?
Oh, lads! What say we throw this queen a ball?
Time I taught you some respect.
Ha! Ha!
What do you want of me?
You mad? Don't shoot!
Stand back! 'Tis some alchemical concoction!
Ah, shit. Was I
As
not
her men
recording
prepared
yet?
to march, Meve climbed the manor's tower. Smoke rose in columns in the distance. As more black pillars appeared one after the other, she knew they meant another home, another barn, another mill was in flames. Tears welled in her eyes, yet they were tears of anger.
Bastards. If it's war they seek, it's war I shall bring them. Reynard, prepare to ride!
Let us ride! Okay, so I just did a really awesome battle, and I don't know if it actually got
First
recorded.
bandits, now this. Misfortune does indeed
Perhaps.
come knocking twice.
I might have to actually look up a better
In hobnailed
recording.
boots, tramping upon
program.
my land. Nilfgaard shall regret this.
Because Fraps
I
is being-
swear on...
Yeah, sometimes Fraps can be kind of rude at me. Doesn't like me very much. Kind of sucks. But, oh. So, let's go take a look around. Oh, what are you doing?
Suddenly, Meve's force found itself marching straight towards a Nilfgaardian company. To the Queen's surprise, the invaders did not immediately assume battle formation. They proceeded instead in her very direction without a sign of panic. The man leading the Nilfgaardians was clad in rich robes. He exuded pride and the scent of musk.
I am Trahaern Vardifir, Your Majesty. I was asked to present your esteemed grace the ultimatum of the forces of the Empire of Nilfgaard.
Empire of Nilfgaard. These Nilfgaardians.
The envoy cracked the seal on a scroll, unfurled it, took a deep breath, and began to read.
I, General Ardal Ebdahi, demand the immediate and unconditional surrender of Lyria and Rivia. Elsewise, I will burn down every city, town, village, and temple. Place
That's
all
gonna
your
happen.
subjects in
We ain't
chains.
not giving
and
up.
your
We
armed
are
men,
not giving up,
defeated
bitches.
and captured, I will hang along the roadsides as a warning to all others in the barbarous north.
As the final threat echoed in Maeve's ears, the envoy put away the scroll and stood waiting for her answer, a mocking smile on his face. He allowed himself this insolence, believing the immunity accorded diplomats would shield him from any form of royal ire.
I thank you, sir. A sophisticated missive that proves beyond a doubt Nilfgaard's superiority over the culturally backward north.
Answered the queen in a voice frostier than Mahakam's snow-capped peaks.
To delay this matter I see no reason, so I give you my response to His Excellency. Go ahead and try, Whoreson.
That said, Maeve slapped her mount with her reins and galloped away, leaving the Nilfgaardians in dust. Envoy and escort turned to go whence they came, the Lyrians sending them off with a din of whistles and
Gosh,
curses.
I love this queen. She's such a hard ass. It's what I want in a woman. Give me lots and lots of wood.
Then one day, gazing towards the horizon, the queen spotted Lyrian banners whipping about in the wind.
At long last,
She said with a smile. Maeve resolved to speak with the commander, one Baronet Eldar. It was the first time they met, and the youth very much impressed her. Yet instead of questioning Eldar about the foe's troop movements, Reynard took the conversation down a seemingly irrelevant path.
And how's your father, if I may ask? In good health, I hope?
Yes, though he still nurses that bump he suffered while hunting last winter. Yet he's not one to complain. I'll tell him you asked.
Irritated at the trivial nature of the conversation, Maeve gave her horse a dose of her reins and cantered off. Once Eldar and his men were safely behind them, she took Reynard aside.
Reynard, this is no time for gossip and pleasantries. We are at war.
Yes, Your Majesty. And in such times, little should be taken at face value. Even a man's name.
Get to the point, Reynard.
Eldar's father died a month past. His son, I venture, should have known as much.
But that means... Oh, the bastard. Impeccable accent, though.
I fear he's rather representative of what we face. Nilfgaardian spies are ever well prepared.
Tell me, how did you know?
He wears no mourning on his armor. Were it not for that, I dare say I might never have guessed. What are your orders, Your Grace? To observe these Nilfgaardian mummers?
Assemble a force. Tell them to follow our new allies. Observe them closely.
As you wish, Your Grace.
Reynard's scouts did as ordered, watching the false Lyrians while themselves remaining unseen. Soon after, a scout returned with news that the false Lyrians seemed headed for Rastburg, a castle several leagues to the north.
House, barn, granary. Blackclads burnt it all down.
Burnt down.
Begged 'em, me lady. On hands and knees. They just laughed.
That sucks for you. Sorry about the yet. I mean, not sorry that happens. Shit happens, y'all.
the false Lyrians approached Rasburg Castle. They sought to convince the defenders to open the gate. As their commanders negotiated with the commander on the ramparts, the remaining infiltrators crouched hidden behind a wall, awaiting the signal to rush forth.
Time for Baronet Elder to join his falsely claimed father,
muttered the Queen.
Follow me!
Time for some more ass kicking. Start battle. It's on.
The Nilfgaardians found themselves in a clinch. As boiling oil and tar rained down on them from the walls, they attempted to retreat. Yet Meave's halberdiers cut off their path, and at the fight's end, Meave was victorious. The garrison commander now knelt by the body of the purported Baronet Eldar, in truth a Nilfgaardian spy. He shook his head in disbelief.
He addressed me by name. Knew our watchwords. Why, if you hadn't come along, Your Grace, I fear even to think on it.
Let this be a lesson, then. Trust no one, not a living soul.
Though victory was theirs, the Lyrians left Rasburg in mightily low spirits. They now knew well that Nilfgaard's spies were no less a threat than its heavy cavalry, than its war machines that spit fire.
So I think this is probably good enough for an episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I enjoy playing these silly games. Even though, technically, I know it's not exactly silly. But
Milady,
it's a game,
if I may,
I like
the enemy
games
yet
like
lurks.
these.
You must bolster your force.
So I
must
hope you guys like
incorporate
and
a
subscribe,
detachment
and I
from
hope
my
to see you
unit.
guys later. Thank you. Goodbye.